Hi guys, Dr. Lou here, and I'll do it again. Let's try it again. One. Hi guys, Dr. Lou here, and I'm doing Dr. Lou's low carb diets. So, what are we going to do today? We'll be looking at another fantastic product review, which is with B Ketos, famous keto bars. So again, these are quite interesting. So over the time of looking at their product, it's consistent to have very high quality packaging and very high quality ingredients. So of all, I think these are probably the ones that are a bit of a health fanatics, and they are looking to do these products for people who are health fanatics as well. So you do the keto, but don't just want to, like when I first started it, the Atkins and the entire Atkins was just talking about eat as much fat as you want, all this kind of stuff. So I refined mine into a low carb diet, which was consuming certain amounts of fat, as much to make you satiated and not get carried away. Use air fryers instead of trying to always fry in butter. I do fry with butter, but that's for vegetables and stuff to add the flavor. For the meat, it doesn't really need it always, or I put a little bit on the air fryer so it melts on top. So again, I try as much as I can to minimize massive amount of fat consumption, but as I said, again, I will not worry about it. I will also look to have vegetables, and I'll choose green leafy vegetables because they offer fiber and other nutrients that are really handy for the diet. I also take vitamin and mineral supplements, as well as a vitamin C effervescent tablet, which is sugar-free. And all of that combined has left me with health tests as well as blood tests showing perfectly healthy, full of all the nutrients and things that I need. So these guys go in probably even better. So they're actually saying, okay, so you want a processed product. This is processed. I don't advocate processed things. But I do say and understand the human condition. We love a little sweet treat or snack every now and again. So to deny that would probably deny what is human in us as well. But these guys here have come up with an alternative which makes it healthier. So I've noticed it in their brand. And their brand is basically about using a whole lot of good ingredients, looking at organic, looking at natural flavorings, and a whole range of these things that seem to be more of a benefit than other bars. This is true. So when you take it, and I give this product review, take this on board as well, because obviously generally the tastes for these products aren't up there, like, wow, you're blowing my mouth away. But they are, some of them are quite nice. So they're good for the diet, and also at the same time, they're quite tasty. But again, you will always sacrifice something if you want to make something super healthy. Now, I'm going to obviously go into the packaging now. We'll have a look at this, see what the ingredients are, see what's inside, understand whether it's good for a ketogenic diet, and recommend it to you guys or not. So let's have a look. Okay, guys, there you go. There's the zoomed up packaging. So what can we see? So be keto, bite me, eat me, love me, homework and gym. Obviously, that's the spiel. They want you to understand it's going to be for, everywhere as a snack, eat it anywhere. Okay, you've got keto bar, contains MCT, or medium chain triglycerides, and salted caramel flavor. It's gluten free product. It's a source of protein, and it's low carbs. Yep. So looking at this, again, it's so shiny. It's very hard to see. Yeah. So again, look here. You can see here. Let me double check here because this is so shiny. I cannot read this thing here. Quality protein. Quality energy. Okay. Okay, guys, here's the packaging. If you look down here, we can see the information. It's the B Keto brand, okay? Bite me, eat me, love me, homework and gym. So obviously trying to tell you this is a snack that you can have on the go. It's something which you're going to be easy to use anywhere you want to, snack. Keto bar contains 14% MCT or medium chain triglycerides. Salted caramel is a quality form of energy, low carb, and a source of protein. And at the bottom there is 40 grams weight for the bar. We can obviously see as well over here, you have some bits of information, 11 grams of fat, 7.7 grams of protein, 4.7 grams of carbs. So this is what it's trying to tell us. It's given all the information you need, and you can usually make a choice by just the first appearance of the bar on the front. Some things aren't so simple. So obviously we want to look at the ingredients. Here we go. Ingredients for keto bar, salted caramel, 40 grams. Oligofructose, again, a type of fiber. Chocolate with sweetener, 18% of that. Cocoa mass, sweetener is erythritol. Cocoa butter, coconut milk powder, emulsifier, lecithins. Vegetable proteins, pea protein, rice protein. MCT fats, 14%, and the C8 and C10, plus acacia fiber. We have almond paste, cashew nut, sweetener, again, erythritol, emulsifiers, lecithin. Why is it doubled up on all that? Tell you what, I don't know why it's done it twice. It looks a bit weird. So hold on, bear me a sec. Okay, so here are the ingredients. Ingredients for keto bar, salted caramel, 40 grams. So, oligofructose, fiber, chocolate with sweetener, and inside that chocolate is made up of cocoa mass, sweetener, and that sweetener is erythritol. Again, one that's always seen as quite positive. Cocoa butter, cocoa milk powder, emulsifier, lecithin. Okay, so you then have vegetable proteins, which are pea and rice. And also included, you have MCT fats or medium chain triglycerides, which are then made up of two different types of one, which is C8 and C10, as well as acacia fiber. You then have almond paste, cashew nut, sweetener, erythritol again, emulsifiers, lecithins, and textured pea protein, pea extract, natural flavors, and sea salt. So what are we seeing here? You can see that a lot of the flavoring and ingredients are coming from natural sources, things such as almonds, cashews. You have sea salt, natural flavors. Again, you see all of these coming together and being mixed with some, obviously, chemical or certain other, forms which are going to make it, less of a processed item. Again, what we are really interested in is we really love to understand the erythritol is the main sweetener here. So erythritol, again, we know it shouldn't be absorbed. It should be a good thumbs up for the ketogenic diet. Now, what else can we take away? Well, there are a few other fibers. You understand that almonds and cashews definitely have carbohydrates in them as well, depending on how much you use. So again, you have to take it understanding that some things here will obviously possibly be absorbed. And, for example, the cocoa and all these different kind of things are going to have a form of carbs that you will add on as well. Okay, so moving on. So here we go. This is the back of the packaging. So you see the nutrition facts or nutritional information, 40 grams serving size, one per container. So you buy it as a single, obviously, bar. You've got a 40 gram here and 100 gram here. Again, recommended daily intake is here. But you see here, 40 grams, that's what we're looking at. That's this bar. So again, you can come down here, you can see 165 calories, you've got the kilojoules of energy there. Again, you have 11 grams here of total fat. It's a nice fatty bar. We have here saturates at 6.7. And again, this isn't something really we need to concern ourselves about too much. For the diet, we want our babies here, carbohydrates. So jumping over to the same column that we're going to have here, it's a 4.7 grams here. This is the 4.7 for 40 gram bar, of which sugars 1.2 grams come from sugars. and then you have polyols are 2.2 grams. Okay, and then again you've got a huge amount of fibers, 11 grams, protein at 7.7 grams, and salt at 0.14 grams. Okay, or down as 140 milligrams. Now, you can see here you have net carb serving as well. And the portion is 2.5 grams. Okay, so it's trying to tell you, obviously, that is the overall core net impact. And you can see, obviously, here, if you add up, you've got the 1.2 grams here. You've got the polyols, which would be erythritol, but that won't be absorbed. So the whole idea is that 2.2 there is not included into, shouldn't be included into the net carbs. You will see over here, this 2.5, again, should be understood as being a mixture of those sugars as well as all the other things like cocoa and all the other things, almonds, all the other things added together. Okay. Now, I'm going to shoot back so we can taste it. Okay, guys, so here we go. Zoomed onto me now because we're going to try this yummy bar. I assume it's yummy. Now, here we go. So we can see that's got a lot of natural ingredients. So let's hope. It's going to taste like salted caramel. I mean, again, it's going to be an interesting one to see. Okay, so let's open up. Again, this premium packaging. It's very nice. It's very high quality packaging. Yes, you can see it there. It is definitely a premium product as well for ingredients. So it's not just the packaging. Here we go. You can have yummy things out of low quality products, you know. Doesn't mean that you know, it tastes yummy, but you know it's low quality. In other words, it's bad for your health, or it's just not positive for your health. So you can have plenty of those, you know. Okay, so this packaging, I don't know why it's taking a little bit tricky to open. Oh, I can see why. I think it's been flattened a little bit. Been a little bit flattened, it seems. Let me see if I can get tough. Oh, tough one. Okay, I'm going to have to squeeze it out. Slightly flattened. Wow, yeah. There's the bar coming out piece by piece. Let's peel it back so you can see it. It's a little bit squashed, it seems. Squashed out. Now, the smell is actually quite nice. It's a very caramel sweet smell. Caramel sweet smell. It's not like amazing, but it's a decent smell. Okay, let's see if this. Okay, right. So definitely quite nice, but you definitely can see it being quite. It's quite chewy and moreish. Hmm. That's quite a nice, quite a nice flavour. I would say it's got. Hmm. I actually like that. That's quite chewy. I like that. It's chewy, and so you get a lot of flavour out of it as you're eating. Not bad. I'll give it 8 out of 10. So it's an 8 out of 10. But don't forget, obviously, this is as if you can say, a more natural processed bar. More, you know, the natural ingredients, all this type of stuff. You have to take this into account if you understand how you can maintain health and longevity. There is a specific way that you can do it. Usually by always going for the natural non-processed method. This is true. Again, your body can cope with what people would say, short, amounts of time, or amounts of food that are processed or junk food. You can easily cope with it. your body, as long as you don't do it so much that it damages the body, and then as you get to the damage point, it continues to, destroy your arteries or destroy your body's processing system. This is again the main thing you have to understand. So again, these are quite healthy option bars for ingredients, and I would definitely say if you are looking to be healthy as well as lose weight, these are definitely probably the bar to go for. If you're looking to have supersonic taste, because you want that bang for your buck flavor, then you're probably looking at something like the Atkins range. These are, again, if you prefer a healthy option. Okay. Again, if I say how healthy, you would say don't have any processed foods. Okay. This is obviously processed, but it has lots of natural ingredients, and obviously that is going to be a big thing. Okay, guys, so texture's chewy, lovely, flavor's nice, 8 out of 10. And later, well, because some people might be asking, oh, what's with your rating system? Well, it's very simple. Like obviously 10 is like, wow, this has blown my taste buds away. It's very good. It's really enjoying it. Your intense pleasure from the taste. And then usually in the texture and the smell, usually it's going to be a 10. Yeah. Again, if it's a 9, that means then again, yes, it's really nice. It doesn't have that probably shock you thing, but you'll enjoy it. You're definitely going to say, I'd like to have this again. While number 10, you'll be like, I'd like to have this all the time. And 8 is, yeah, it's good, does the job, no problem. 7 is kind of getting on average, where you'll go, okay, yeah, it's all right. And, it's not going to really, be setting the world on fire at all. 6 would be, okay, this is kind of maybe got something nice about it, like maybe the smell and the texture, but the taste isn't so good, or the taste is okay and the texture is poor and the smell is poor. That's kind of like a 6. Then you go to a 5, and that's where your guy starts to turn. So you're halfway mark now, where you're saying, okay, it's just really average. So there's absolutely nothing here that sparks me to go, I want it again, but I'd eat it if it's there. 4 would then start to turn into something like, okay, there's something I quite don't like about this product. It's now, not so good. So I definitely wouldn't approach it, and I'd probably just maybe eat it, if it's put in front of me and I've got nothing else. 3 is starting to go, okay, there's something clearly wrong with the flavor, or the texture is awful and the smell is disgusting maybe. That's probably a 3. A 2 would be more like, oh, why you even give me this? Is this going to be legally sold? I really do think this is a terrible flavor and I don't want it. A 1 is going to be literally, this is absolutely terrible. It's off-putting. I don't want to eat it. It's got maybe, a kind of taste or flavor that make me want to vomit. And then when you go to a 0, that means this isn't even edible. Don't bring it near me. Don't even give it to the dog. Okay, so it's kind of like on those kind of ranges. So usually most decent products will be in between maybe 6 to 10. If it really is something that is a terrible taste or terrible flavor, then look for below 6. And that really means like, well, I'm not digging this at all. And then going down, and oh, it's horrible, then it's usually below like a 5 or 4. Don't touch this, dude. It's glowing. Right? It's probably your 0s. But anyway, I'm going to pop off and I'm going to finish this and do the urinalysis, and I'll be back in a moment. For you, it's a second or two. For me, it's a few hours. See you in a sec. Hey guys, okay, I'm back, and the urinalysis showed that there wasn't really any impact whatsoever for the B Keto salted caramel bar. So that looks like a good one, straightforward for the diet. Again, always in, limited amounts. Never obviously get carried away, because you eat a certain amount, you'll always push the carb over. But looks like it's got full thumbs ahead. Fantastic. So if you want to buy it, there's a link in the bottom there. You can click on that and go forward to get your lovely B Keto salted caramel bar. Now,